November?
We typically do it in March.
March. Okay, yeah, we do. That's like a tornado comes.
Tornado months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's a series of drills we're required to do, but the government's getting a little bit more flexible in the fire drills now. Before I never said I was involved in a school with a fire, but that changed that. But we are allowed swapping some of them out, Miss Blaine.
Because I think I'd like to see like 3 or 4 of the rally point drills in case kids are sick that day, or just an equal amount of fire and rally point, because either way, the rally point is just as important as the fire, I think.
The rally point scares me. I mean, we got some work to do there. I hope Wednesday will be better. The one we went to last week was a little bit more general. You were there? Would you agree?
Yeah, it was very general.
It wasn't as specific as I like to be. Now they did a nice
job.
job.
It was.
But this is the one this is tough. This is chaos. This one.
Yeah.
Just trying to manage expectations. Because this is going to be tough. But Ms. Blank, any other questions with that?
No.
Last thing I have one more, but I don't think our guests are here. The last thing I have is IUP collaboration. I know the board values those partnerships, and both academically and athletically. We are meeting next week with the AD at IUP to discuss the football youth day. Make sure we're ready to go on October, I believe it's 22nd. And then revisit the education day for women's basketball. We did not do it because of COVID last year, but we did do it the year prior to that, and it was really well received.
Really nice.
And they are very good to us. And then I got to meet the baseball coach at the United Way kickoff event, and he wants to do something for our kids. So you really see now them trying to saturate their partnerships with us and reward us and help us in doing that as well.
That's really exciting.
Last thing I have, Miss Blaine, because I'm getting the look from Mr. Kerr. I'll make it quick. Just want to make sure everyone's okay with this. On Friday, today Chris Adams, he's on the United Way board. We met with some leadership of the high school kids. They are going to help sell raffle tickets for an autographed picture of Franco Harris and Jerome Bettis during the game, because they're trying to get kids involved in some of this work. And what's neat is whoever wins it, Franco Harris will deliver the signed painting to them. Yeah.
I'm in.
So he was supposed to come here tonight.
You think it's on you now?
Right?
He's on his way. He said it's like 3 minutes away. He said,
Take my money now.
Franco Harris?
"No,
Oh my God. You're not
He's like,
serious.
Kevin better get rid of that."
Yeah.
Oh,
Penn State
He's a
guy.
Penn State guy.
Penn
There you
State
go.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That would have to go.
I would like him to talk a little bit about it, because I think they're doing a nice job trying to incorporate kids into leading and helping out. And I met with the leadership group. Their goals were much like ours. How do we create a better school culture? How do we support our friends in need? How do we have unity? How do we treat each other with respect? Those are all things that we as a board are trying to do, but the kids are doing just as good a job. And then we had Lee Rosenberg introduce the rugby team.
I was going to say that was a beautiful picture in a little filibuster until he gets here, but that picture with the national championship team from IUP and then the state championship team, that was long overdue. I actually wondered why that didn't happen, but
That was really cool.
that was I'm sure those kids loved it.
Yep. And then Ms. Blank, I know you asked for some sort of poster for the rugby, but I think what Dan's going to do, if the committee's okay with it, again, since I have this time, since he's not here yet, we are going to recognize the rugby team at probably a winter event, because we have the banner, like we talked about, the banner's in, and we can recognize
Some
them.
sort of unveiling. They all got championship rings too, funded by a donor. So I was thinking some sort of like a banner unveiling before or halftime of the basketball game. I think that would be cool. Bring them all out on the court and just obviously have everybody applaud them and for their great efforts and their successes and accomplishments. I think it'd be cool.
If you did it over winter break, the students that have graduated and are in college,
We'll be able
would
to come
be
back.
a
Yeah,
part
cool.
of
Good
it.
point.
Yeah.
Diego might actually be coming back from Spain for Christmas too. So it's,
Really?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
he
I
stole
think
my
that sounds
picture, so
great.
he was all-
But what my thought was that we needed something on the outside of the school, because that way people who are in the community who don't go to the games or anything, they could see what the rugby team had accomplished or what the junior high with their battle bots had accomplished.
I think she's envisioning like when you drive into town and there's that sign that
The
says
sign,
"Welcome to
yeah.
Indiana, home of the whatever."
Yeah.
Like, I think she wants something like that.
Yep.
Someplace Indiana High School, that sign,
Yep.
home of the state championship.
We could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like my relative, I was bragging to my relatives about it, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know we did rugby." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. It's better." So, and they don't have kids in the school, so there's no way for them to really take note of that. So,
We can always get an electronic marquee out front.
oh yeah,
Support that.
Mhm.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
'Cause you don't have enough
Right, write another
information to
grant.
run.
I know. Well played, Lucinda. I'm sorry, Dr. Shaman?
I was gonna say you don't have enough things to upkeep, like the website.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the marquee I think would have to be site specific. I don't think I could do that one.
Can those marquees be purchased through the state purchasing thing too?
I would assume. but
Because
I'm not
those
sure.
are like super good prices, right? On that state
I
stuff.
never looked, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would imagine we could.
Check-
There's got to be
Check it
something
out
out
because
there.
I know
So you're saying there's a
individually
chance?
they're expensive.
Yeah, you're saying there's a chance we can look at. Well, maybe we'll-
As long
I
as it
think it's
didn't
a
look
good
cheesy, I'd
idea.
be all for it.
I agree. It has to be nice.
I think it's a good idea, yes.
Like
Yes.
something that could,
Incentives.
you know, scroll through information. You know,
Yep.
Varsity football game tonight.
I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
like
I agree.
Marion Centers looks a little cheesy, but they have good information on there.
I agree.
They put too much color on it, so it's an eyesore when you drive past it. But student of the week, you know, they put that stuff right out there. They put, you know, it's,
I see.
Yeah,
Tennessee could do
now the
some
problem's gonna be
stonework or
Marion
masonry
Center's
work.
one campus. That's it. They've got
Yep.
one.
Right.
And we've got all these
Yeah.
schools, so you can have maybe high school.
Fair enough. I'll take what I can get.
I mean,
I think start with high school.
I
yeah.
agree. Hey, how are you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Good. How are you doing?
What's up?
With that said, Ms. Blank, can I introduce Mr. Chris Adams? Then?
oh most definitely. Thank you.
Chris, we were telling, thank you. We were telling a little about you. We're trying to
stall?
we're trying to buy time. We did a good job.
Terry's very mad at
But I gave a little bit idea about what we're doing here, what your purpose is. But the floor is yours, sir.
Thanks, I appreciate that. So sorry for being late. I totally did not enter this into the calendar. So I was getting ready to go to football when Dan texted me. Hey, we have 6 kids. So Jim, you know the life we live. It's crazy and insane.
Someday you'll catch up to me.
Yeah. Someday, yeah, I will. Right now, I think we're done. So, 6 is it. So this year I'm chairing the campaign for the United Way of Indiana County along with Amanda Hilliard. And as we kind of came into this, one of the first things we started doing is like looking around the county. And for the longest time, it's been Indiana. It's like Indiana United Way. It's not the county. And we realized there was a lot of left out sectors, a lot of towns that we'd excluded. The school district, we never really tapped into the talent or the teachers and the administration. Even IUP was an area that we had not tapped into. And I think folks looked at it, they tried like really, smally and then kind of backed away when they didn't get anything. So this year we started changing things, right? So we decided to have the kickoff at IUP at the field house, which I played baseball. We used to practice in the field house back in the early 90s when I played ball at IUP. And so it was kind of cool getting back there. We got a lot of IUP involved. We had Driscoll there speaking. We have all the athletic teams participating. And early on, so as part of our reveal of the number that we're going to do, so my son last year was coached to play rugby. He ended up giving up baseball to play rugby and loved it, had the best time in the world. So as we started looking around, IUP has a national championship rugby team. Indiana County has a championship rugby team. And we decided to use that as part of the reveal. So we did like a 5-minute skit in the middle to get them involved. But here's a cool thing. Jack Benedict canceled. So they came to us and they said, Chris, who do you want to have introduce the college team? So we could have went with like another recognizable face within the town. But part of the goal is we want to get, you look around at all these organizations and it's the same people that are, leading them, and you know what I mean? So you do the why and maybe you do the United Way and then you go over to Life Steps after you're done at the United Way. And it's, we need to get new blood. So I called Mike and Mike said, you know what, let me approach the leadership group. And he goes, I think we have some people that'll do the speaking. So he gave Lee Rosenberger.
Mhm.
So my name, and Lee came, and I had never met Lee before. He came early. I prepped him for it. And you wouldn't believe, Lee did an amazing job because he had announced the teams coming out. So he did both teams. And then he read like a script talking about the Indiana County Warriors run to the PA State Championship. And Lee's the captain of the soccer team, and he's part of this leadership development course. So I can't tell you how many compliments I had afterwards. I had like, really, it was like 4 or 5 people that came up to me and that said, "Who was that young kid again?" I said, "It was Lee Rosenberger. You know, he's a high school student." And they were like, "Wow, he has a bright future ahead of him." So called Mike afterwards. I said, "You know what? We've had such, you know, it was such good success. Like, can we partner more? And maybe that's our venue to get into schools, you know, is to really engage the student workforce." So Mike, we met, these two, and I met for breakfast today, or actually coffee.
Cafe Amadeus.
Cafe Amadeus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did. So, yep, I got you guys got large.
You had a
so-
smoothie. I went
And
for
a
latte.
smoothie, yeah.
I'm not judging.
So
You
yeah,
know?
no judge. But we so we started strategizing, and what we came up with is so we have one of my friends in town is really good friends with Franco Harris. So she has a painting that was donated by by Todd Bryce, and he was at a Super Bowl party with the bus, and this guy painted a painting of Jerome Bettis and Franco Harris. And Jerome Bettis said, I think it only went for $900. He's like, "Oh my God, that's so cheap." He's like, "Bid it, I'll sign it, and I'll get Franco to sign it." So he signed it, got Franco to sign it, donated it Joyce Sharman actually donated to the United Way. So that's our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sell tickets for not only a chance. So there's 5 prizes. The first one's a painting, $750 in cash. Third one is September 24th Steeler tickets, 4 of them. So I got Chris Levan to donate it. I work at First Commonwealth. And I don't know if you guys know what September 24th is. They're actually retiring Franco's number.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Sure.
calling it
Yeah,
the
okay.
Immaculate. So Chris had no clue. So I told her, I'm like, "Are you doing this for a reason?" She's like, "No, like, this is big." So it runs, we have a couple more with Jack Ham football and some lottery tickets. But we went in today and we talked with the Leadership Council and said, "Hey, we'd really love for you to help us engage and sell, you know, these tickets." And so Mike and I, as we were there, we didn't know what to expect. When we were done, we just said, "Hey, how many of you would be interested?" And 30 hands went up. So at the football games I think we have 4 home games, we're going to engage them to help us sell and kind of divvy it up into quarters where there's some adults there and then some students, and together jointly make a run. My goal is 3,200 tickets. So it's pretty aggressive, but you know, even if we only sell 1,000, it's still going to be at $20 a piece. It's going to be a big win for us. But just really appreciative of what what we're doing at, you know, the schools right now, especially Indiana School District, and with, you know, the kids' involvement. So it's really kind of exciting, you know, and it's exhilarating, you know, when you hear these different ideas and, you know, how engaged they are and how much they want to help.
It was refreshing for us what their goals were. I was telling Chris exactly what we're trying to do as a board, as a community agency. So the kids just want to give back, and I was surprised. Like, I was scared. You know, when he said, "Anyone want to volunteer? Let's see you raise your hands." I'm like, "Oh, don't let me down." I'm like, please. 30 hands went right up, and they're there. So we're excited about the partnership. Want to make sure the board and the committee is aware of it so we can move forward.
Any questions?
I'll take some
Sounds
tickets.
absolutely.
Yes, please, buy tickets. Buy tickets. Will you be there Friday night? Okay.
Yep.
We'll be there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Ms. Cindy, I think you had a question or comment?
I was going to say, when are you going to start this?
So-
Friday night you're selling tickets?
Yeah, it's starting
And then
out.
the drawing?
So the drawing is going to be December the 8th because we want to give it enough time. I
So
think
you said September 24th?
That's right. That's
Is
where I'm
it
going.
September 24th, 2023?
December 24th.
December.
Oh, I think you said
December
September
24th.
too.
Okay.
Sorry, I
That's why
probably
I was
talked
like-
really fast.
That's why I looked at my
Okay,
calendar, I
okay.
looked at Dan, and I'm like, when are you doing it?
We got
Christmas.
5 days.
Yeah, that's
About
what I thought.
3,200 tickets.
So-
Mike,
Yes,
can I
ma'am.
ask you put an announcement on the main webpage for this?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because that way,
I think-
anybody who's not going to our school will be wanting to, buy tickets. So
I think what we're going to do is that leadership group has those Lee, and I can't remember the other gentleman's name who does the videos. We may interview, Chris doesn't know yet, but we may interview Chris and have him do like a little they're pretty good. I think they put like a imaginary TV desk up. I mean, they do a nice job, but we'll take care of it when we do something pretty cool though, but we're on it.
That's fantastic.
Maybe they could come to the elementary schools and stuff with the teachers also, that, you know, 'cause
Love
not
to.
everybody goes to the games.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
If we could get a group of kids to come to the countywide in service on the 7th.
Oh, that's a cool
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
That's a great idea.
Jared.
I like it.
There you go,
Five minutes
Jared.
on TV.
Yeah.
That's why he's a businessman.
I know, right? He's got the- Hey, and I forgot to ask too. So we're on the radio on Thursday or Friday.
What time? We're gonna check.
What-
Fact check Dan.
I think
We're
it's
fact checking
Wednesday.
Dan.
Wednesday.
Wednesday at 8:10.
Okay,
8:10.
you're on at 8:10?
Yeah.
So I was gonna see if you guys wanted to have like a student,
Sure.
like from that leadership group, join us on the radio, which would give them some exposure.
Yeah.
Kind
We
of
can work on it.
be kind of cool too. I don't know if they could kind of get out and listen to it as a group. Which would
Yeah,
be-
there's a little bit of work we gotta do, but we can work on. What,
Okay.
what time again? What day and time?
Let me look.
Go ahead.
I ran out of the house without my business cell phone.
Okay.
Frantically.
Twice in one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
My
right.
life.
Any questions for Mr. Adams?
No.
Ms. Blank, are you comfortable with us moving forward? I know this
Okay.
community outreach was a big part of it, and I think you should be pretty happy with what we're doing. I hope.
Oh, I'm ecstatic with how we're doing so far.
Under this setting it high.
I know. Everyone, when I said,
Just
when
when,
I
you
said-
think, just when you think you're big, Mr. Adams.
I know, right?
Miss Cindy comes and just reminds.
I think there's enough excitement that.
I agree.
Enough excitement can be generated.
that we could sell even more.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
That'd be
think so.
awesome.
I think Kelly will buy 100 or something.
Oh,
No pressure.
So did I tell you? Did I say? Maybe I skipped by it so fast.
This is
said it
not
before
mine.
you
It's
came.
not on me anymore, Mr.
Franco is going to present the painting in
I
person.
know. Is my
Did I
goal
tell you that?
200? Is my goal 200?
Yeah.
200?
You sound
Okay.
200? Okay. I like it.
I got this.
I like it.
How
Yeah,
much are
we're
the tickets?
$20 a piece.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's.
Is that reasonable for?
Yeah. I might even be convinced to buy a couple for some people that are real football crazy.
Oh, they would love that, right?
Because
Christmas presents.
Wait, is the painting,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
is the painting of Jerome and Franco?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Do you want me to try and get Jerome there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a channel to him.
You know, what'd be kind of
Oh, my
cool
heavens.
is on
Now
the
it's
Now, look,
That's fine.
he didn't say this any other time we met, Chris. Now all of a sudden,
I know. What does this come out?
I have a channel. Now it comes
I
out.
could get
Trying
Oh,
to
hey. Yeah.
I just have one quick question.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about a small
And-
business.
Yeah. Well played.
That's awesome, man.
I just have one quick question. I'm sorry because I don't
Go ahead.
watch football. And I know you guys have been very excited about this football player coming. But for those of us who are idiots, what was the name of the football player again?
Franco
Good
Harris.
Yes.
Right. So there's something funny behind this. So Mike at one point during the meeting today with the kids, he goes, "Does everyone know who Franco Harris is?" And I think we had, was it 50%
Yeah.
thumbs up?
And I think they're lying. They're lying.
It's
God love
like, I'm really getting old here.
We're getting old.
We don't know Franco.
They probably don't know. They probably know the name. They probably don't know. Like,
He's the one that.
I
clapped
looked
every
over to
time
one
in the
recognizable
session.
name.
The poor girl, I looked over her shoulder. I'm like, "You're googling him." She's like, I am. All right, fair enough.
We're getting old.
You know, you're getting old.
Right?
Tammy,
no.
you don't know who Franco is?
Listen, my brother and my mother and my parents both love football. I just, as soon as it turned on, I'd walk out of the room.
is he
There's
still
always
in
so
the
much-
airport?
Yes, he is.
That's what I just
Yeah,
said.
he is, yeah.
I saw it this summer. I saw it this
Have,
summer.
have you ever heard of the expression, the immaculate reception?
Yes, I have heard of that.
That was
Franco.
that was
Yeah.
Franco that made that particular catch, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Well,
Google
let me give you a little insight. You know the people that you see at the football games, like for the Cornhuskers, where their faces are red and they have a giant N on their face.
Yeah.
Their family stays as far away from football as they possibly can to avoid those people. I am one of those families.
That's right, that's right.
I was gonna say, you went to the Penn State University, too.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. Now I know who to call. Now I will call my parents and my brother and go, okay, $20 a ticket. This is the guy you're giving that could be presenting it to you. So take your chances.
That's right.
Do you guys want me to bring in? I don't know if you guys have another school board, but I can get like some of the tickets and bring it to you guys, like whenever we have them
Sure.
printed.
Mhm.
Would that be?
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
cool?
I think you would better bring more than you were thinking of bringing because
Okay.
I see about 5 tickets per person probably.
Okay.
So yeah,
Too bad I'm not still working. I used to sell tickets like crazy.
Did you?
Guys would walk in and I'd say, "Give me $20."
There you go. That's what I did. With
Sounds like
the
it.
Automatically.
Doesn't even ask.
They knew.
Yeah,
They
Evans,
said,
we're
"You got
20."
tickets." And I'd say, "Yeah."
Can we bring you back? Like a short.